Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Jason here, and today I want to talk about Light No Fire, the next game coming from Hello Games, the same people, the same development team that brought us No Man's Sky. So, in December 2023, December of last year, it was announced at the Game Awards that Hello Games was making Light No Fire. Now, not just like it's brand new and they're working on it, they've actually been working on it for over 5 years.
What people don't know is that for the last 5 years, we've been working on something new.
Another game.
Yeah, something very different, something maybe more ambitious.
And yeah, you heard that right. More ambitious than No Man's Sky. That seems like a very tall order. However, I will say, Hello Games, the development team with Sean Murray, have been working on No Man's Sky for over 7 years. Like, they didn't take a break. They didn't go anywhere else. They didn't make another. I mean, they did make Last Campfire, but they have been working on No Man's Sky, putting out updates. And so I would imagine that they have the ins and outs, and I would argue they have been testing some stuff in No Man's Sky that they can use in their new game. And since they've been working on Light No Fire for 5 years now, looking back at some of the updates for No Man's Sky, you were kind of like, that's kind of weird. Why would they add this? Why would they do that? It really does feel like they've been testing things out to see if it works, if people like it. And so we know now that it's a game that they've been developing for 5 years. But what is Light No Fire going to be?
Well, for No Man's Sky, we generated a whole universe of kind of sparse, alien-looking planets. And that wasn't easy, you know, it was hard, but there is something that's much harder that we wanted to do. For our new game, we wanted to create an Earth, you know, something as varied, a planet that is as varied as a universe.
So, yeah, they're making, instead of like in No Man's Sky, where it's hundreds or billions and cajillions of planets, they are literally making one planet that is massive, Earth-sized. And at first you think, well, that doesn't feel like it's going to be that large, until you realize the planets in No Man's Sky take about 12 to 15, 16 hours to walk all the way around. If you land on an average planet, it will take that long. Again, it depends on how big the planet is. If you're on a moon, if you're on a large planet, whatever, you know what I mean. And they want to make one of those, and it's going to be massive. So I don't think it's going to be you can walk around it in 10 hours or 15 hours. You're taking all that power, instead of making billions of planets, you make one. It's going to be huge, massive. And when we first saw the trailer, my stream chat, they were like, well, how big is Earth? Like, how long would it take you to walk around the Earth? Like, if you were able to just walk straight all the way around it, I think they came up with it would take you like 90 days of straight walking, no sleep, no nothing, like literally 90 straight days of walking around. That is insane. So I can't imagine a game world that large. And Sean Murray goes on to say they want to make something to where the mountains are real mountains, instead of like in No Man's Sky where it takes you 2 minutes to get up it. They want to make like Mount Everest. It's going to take you a long time to get up it, or deep oceans you're actually going to have to go down into. That is crazy. So they're leveraging the power of all this variability, the procedural generation, but instead of spreading it out across multiple billions of planets, it's all going to be on one. So that sounds insane. Plus, as I said earlier, they've been working on No Man's Sky for multiple years. When No Man's Sky first came out, it was the first time they've ever done anything like that. No other team has done something like No Man's Sky. So they had no idea what was going to work, what didn't work, what players wanted to do, what they didn't want to do. They've had multiple years now to kind of figure out how the formula, for lack of a better term, works in a game like this. So I really have high hopes for Light No Fire. And Sean Murray, he wants to treat it just like No Man's Sky.
This is a game I would like to still be updating 10 years from now.
So does that mean that they're going to launch an early access? I don't think so. I think they've been working on the game for over 5 years, I think that they're going to treat it like they've treated No Man's Sky. To me, my personal view on it, No Man's Sky was not finished at launch in 2016. It needed more polish, it needed more work. But when you fast forward to 2018, when it launched with the next update that came out in 2018, that's when No Man's Sky felt like it was a finished game that needed more content, but it was finished. It was actually polished up. It was good to go. And they've still added more and more and more to it. Like, it's insane the amount of stuff they've added to it. So I think that they've spent 5 years working on Light No Fire. That means that it's probably at a point to where they're ready to release it. There's no official release date. We don't know anything yet, and I'm recording this on May 29th. So if they announce anything like the next day or two, I mean, bear that in mind. However, there's no release date for it. My guess is Sean Murray, the team at Hello Games, they didn't want to show this at all until they were ready for it to come out. And I think it's coming out fully. I don't think they're going to release it in early access to do any of that stuff. After 5 years of working on it, if they were going to do early access, they would have released it a few years ago. It looks like it's playable. You're watching the gameplay trailer on the screen. It looks very comparable to a No Man's Sky trailer. The gameplay is there. They have a whole section where the player is running around in first person. It looks like, and again, it's a trailer, so who knows, but it looks like it is a game that is running and working. And maybe they got to polish it up a little bit. Maybe they need performance issue, whatever it is. Because, let's be honest, No Man's Sky is not a bug-free game. There are a lot of issues, but I have higher hopes for it. So there's a lot of speculation going on. This is where I'm going to break off into my own speculation on the game. I think it's going to be an evolution of No Man's Sky. I mean, just from whatever Sean Murray has been saying about it, the little we do have, it's an evolution of No Man's Sky. I think that they're going to add in, like we saw with the multi-tools, they gave us a staff that you can build in a space game. That was kind of weird. I think that was a testing ground for something they're going to put in Light No Fire. I think we're going to be able to build equipment similar to that. There's going to be random pieces that you can gather, and you're going to need like a staff head, a pole, and like a power source or something like that. It's going to be something similar to that, just like shipbuilding in No Man's Sky. They just added that in, and it's, again, you have to collect 3 different pieces to put together to make one unique thing. It's a very, very cool concept. It's not really like ship customization. It's more of like ship building. But I have a feeling that's going to make its way over to Light No Fire. There's going to be like item building. I don't think you're going to be able to build like a dragon or anything like that, but maybe equipment like your staff or maybe some armor, things like that. Who knows? But it's going to be like an evolution of that. And the big thing, I think, again, going back to release date, a lot of people in the No Man's Sky community think that this is going to be a 2025 game. It's going to come out in the year 2025, next year. I really think it's coming out this year. I think they announce it in December of 2023. They want to get people hyped up. They want to get people excited for it. We have not heard anything since. Nothing since December of 2023. So that tells me either they're working on it and they want to make sure it's done, or maybe it's not as close as we think. I'm leaning more towards the first thing, is they're working because they're really close and they want to launch that game this year. I do think coming up at Summer Game Fest, that is June 7th, we are going to see more on Light No Fire. That's why I wanted to make this video. We're probably going to see more in the coming week for Light No Fire, specifically on June 7th, Friday, June 7th. I'm taking a guess on that. And my prediction, my speculation is we're going to see a release date. They're probably going to show us more gameplay of the game. Maybe Sean Murray gets on stage and he plays the game. That would be insanely good. I don't know if they go that far. They probably just do another trailer for the game. However, I think that trailer is going to be a release date trailer. And I'm hopeful. Again, I don't know. Who knows? It's all rumor, speculation. I am hopeful that it is a fall of 2024. It is going to be like maybe October, September timeframe, 2024. I would love that. I'm pre-ordering day one. I know a lot of people are like, hey, look, this is the same team that made No Man's Sky. I'm going to wait. And I get that. I have a lot of faith in Hello Games on making an amazing, awesome game. After the work they've done for No Man's Sky, I am more than willing to go all in, pre-order, and do everything like that. So that is all we know about Light No Fire right now. Hopefully in the next week or two, we hear a lot more. We see a lot more of the game, but again, speculation, we don't know. Maybe it's just a 10-second clip of, hey, look, it's still coming, and that's it. I doubt it, but I think that we're going to see it coming up soon, and I'm really, really pumped up. Are you guys excited for Light No Fire? Let me know down in those comments below, and I will see you guys next time.